talking about the Frontier scanner. So we're going to go over some pros and cons of choosing this scanner, and Melise is going to tell us the ins and outs. Say hi, Melise.
Hi.
All right. Tell us about some pros and some cons of choosing the Frontier.
Okay, the Frontier is a really great scanner. As far as pros go, I feel like you're really hardly ever going to lose highlight detail with the Frontier, which is awesome. I feel like it also gives you that good like filmy classic film look, which is awesome. And you get that nice punchy look without really losing any details on either side. So
can you think of any cons for choosing the Frontier?
yeah, as far as cons go, there's really not that many. I think the one thing that I can really think of is that we do scan one frame at a time. So you're going to see just a few inconsistencies from frame to frame that might require just a little bit in post. But other than that, not really. So yeah, this is the mask for the Frontier. And as you can see, it only really allows one frame at a time for each specific film ratio. And so when I bring this in, I'm seeing just one thing at a time. Now the Frontier kind of works in the blue-yellow color channels, so you're going to see more of golden skin tones and kind of cooler shadows occasionally on the Frontier. This is what a straight scan will look like for you. Unless someone specifically asks for it, we almost always will give it a good color correction, depending on someone's preferences. And that's kind of the difference there. So this is the color corrected, and that's the straight scan. Okay, as we've got tonal adjustments here. For the Frontier, you're really not going to see that much of a difference. So go ahead and watch right here. I'm going to use Shadow Hard, which is going to deepen these shadows right there. Just a little. You can see it happen just a little bit. And I can go back in and I can say, maybe highlight soft, since this is kind of a high contrast image, and it's just a little bit of a difference. So it can help in some situations, but for the most part, it's very, very slight. Okay, these are the buttons for the Frontier. Kind of like the color wheel, these are the colors that we use to color correct. So we have yellow, magenta, and cyan. And if we're taking out yellow, we're actually adding blue. If we're taking out magenta, we're actually adding green. And if we're taking out cyan, we're actually adding red, because it's the opposite on the color wheel. We also have the density buttons down here, which is just brightness and darkness for exposure. And it's just important to remember and understand that we can't go in and selectively add one color in one spot on your image. It's really just overall color. So it's going to be like we're adding red over the entire image. And that's the same with every color. All right, here's an example where I'm just going to add red, and you're going to see that it just goes over the entire image. So here I'm adding red. It's not really showing up in one spot. It's literally like a red filter over the entire image. And if I were to add yellow, it'd be the same deal, just over the entire image. Important thing to remember.
All right, is there any final things you want to wrap up with as we're talking about the Frontier?
I think the thing to just remember is that if it's a basic scan, just know that there are going to be a few things that you may need to edit in post. And if you're not interested in making those specific adjustments for yourself, then you might look into our premium service, and the editors will take care of all of that for you and send you a beautiful finished product.
Awesome. Thanks, Melise, for sharing about the Frontier with us. Tune in later for more videos, and if you want to see our Noritsu video, that's on our YouTube channel. You can find it there. Thanks, guys. Bye.